So, what is going on, everybody? Quan Incredible here, and today is going to be the next episode of the Magical Attribute Index. We're going to be talking about Beast Magic today. I was actually just re-looking at the Veto fight or whatever, since he's the guy with Beast Magic, so it would make a lot of sense to look into his character or what he was doing in the Underwater Sea Temple arc to talk about this video. And real quick, Veto, like, this arc was really good. Like, this arc was really, like, Veto was an absolute monster during this. Like, he made Beast Magic look really, really good. So two started off. Beast Magic is primarily seems more like a reinforcement type magic. I mean, it does have some projectile attacks, but for the most part, it seems to mostly focus around reinforcing yourself, which is funny because I know in like, I made a video like top 5 magics you want to see, or when other people make videos of magics they want to see, a lot of people really want to see magic that reinforces themselves more. And Beast Magic is honestly a perfect example of that. Throughout the fight, he has like a bunch of different spells, like his Cheetah Charge, or like his Bear Claw attack, or even a lot of times he like materializes these like somewhat like gorilla type hands to like block attacks, or even like to grab Asta and things along those lines. So like, it seems like with Beast Magic is mostly is like either it pertains to reinforcement, as I was just saying, or a small amounts of creation where it like creates a bit around you, like for like your claws or a hand. As far as like defensive spells, he had the Rhinoceros armor that was able to tank the, I forget Kyato and Kono's dad's name, but he had like the Sea God's hammer, and he like went to smack Veto with it, and the Rhinoceros armor just tanked all of it. Like, it did nothing to it, and that guy's magic was stated to be pretty large. Like, he was supposed to be pretty strong. So from that, it seems like we can gather that Beast Magic typically will copy an effect of a animal and then produce it in like a spell form. So like I was saying earlier, with the Cheetah Charge, that's probably a boost to your movement to your movement speed, to like your legs, to give you that like quick boost. And then whereas like the Bear Claws is like extra oomph on your attacks because it's claws, so they're slashing with it. I mean, like before Beto even left for the Sea Temple, you can see on the beach scene how there's just claw marks and scrapes and slashes through the ground, where that was likely what had happened. One thing about Beast Magic that I really want to see is or that one thing that I feel like Beast Magic would be more capable of is using like multiple animals, like multiple animal skills simultaneously. Like, we see a bit of this when Veto does like he does his charge into his Bear Claws, but almost like if he could make a like similar to how Luck has his armor, like how he has like his gauntlets and like his boots, if you could do like cheetah legs and like one bear claw and like one like gorilla hand and like rhinoceros armor. I know this is getting like a little crazy, but just if you think about it, if you could do all of that at the same time, like almost do like this chimera type deal with your Beast Magic, that would be insane. Or speaking of chimeras, there's also mythical Beast Magic, which I feel like is a upgraded form of Beast Magic. Like, I don't know if this would be like the true magic equivalent to Beast Magic, or is it just like more powerful Beast Magic, or is it just still Beast Magic just with mythical in front of it? But that even gives you access to like the mythological animals. Now, when Veto was using these spells, we didn't really get to see what they were called because they were in that otherworldly language, but we got to see some of the effects of some of the spells. Like, there was the one where he like regenerated his arm, and that was more than likely a phoenix, or I mean, I guess there's tons of regenerating mythological beasts such as like phoenixes or hydras or like anything along those lines, but I feel like this one's probably phoenix related. He had another one where he like shot these like spike thingies. I'm not for sure what mythological animal that could be, but if we're talking about mythical beasts, you could easily have like dragons in there. You could get like some kind of crazy eastern dragon with like a blast or something. Like, actually, that might have been when he did like the whole vanish thing, when he shot that big blast at Noelle. That could have been like a dragon's breath type spell. We just don't know because it was in the otherworldly language. In the theme of mythical animals, there's so many different ones you could choose from, even outside of like your phoenixes or your dragons or your hydras. You could even go like, I feel like a unicorn or Pegasus is kind of corny, but that could grant you like just natural flight for like at least on the Pegasus side. or even like if you go like a Leviathan or like a Centaur, like those like spells based off of those, like Centaur could give you like say increased speed, since it's like more like horse related speed, I guess, over cheetah speed. I don't know, I guess cheetahs are way faster than horses, but it's like a mythological beast. So I feel like a mythological centaur would be faster than a cheetah. I don't know, that's just me. Or even a minotaur, where like you could get that level of strength instead of like a regular gorilla. That would be impressive. With the mythical beast magic, there definitely is a lot of potential in that, because you could get some crazy effects with that. And since he kind of just wears whatever he's doing as armor, you could get so crazy. Like it's to the point where it's a good thing that Vetto is the one that has this magic, because you would need a huge mana pool, I feel like, to take advantage of how many different things you could do with it. And I feel like using it in the way he does, with like having it as like armor more or less, and swapping out different effects as needed, is probably the best way to go about using it. I mean, because there aren't a lot of mythical beasts that have ranged based attacks, like outside of like dragons and hydras and stuff that shoot their breath and things along those lines. It's not like a lot of things really shoot things at you all like that. So I mean, there is that. As far as like supplementary, like Phoenix's heal, freaking he had that whale thing that could transport that whole group of Midnight Sun people through there. Like you definitely have lots of different little effects you could do for beast magic. The only thing that's odd to me with beast magic is I don't necessarily think it would work really well with Monozone. I feel like you'd probably want to like master ruins over Monozone with beast magic, just to give your magic more effects versus being able to cast anywhere. Because I mean, but then again, Monozone's not a bad thing to know in like any instance. That's not what I'm saying here. But I feel like with beast magic and Monozone, the most you'd be able to do is like take advantage of being able to fly or kick off of the air and like cast some of your spells like from behind people. Like say you have like mythical beast, dragon's breath, you can cast that from behind someone, similar to like how does Spirit Storm. But I mean, I feel like you want to use it more with runes, because like with runes you could use it to like jump off of midair, to like launch, like say you throw a punch with your bear claw hand, you could like launch the actual fist at someone. Like I feel like runes would be so much better with beast magic over Monozone. So that's basically my look into beast magic. This one was the more popular one. Like I had asked people on Twitter and in the last video which one they wanted to see. As for the next one, I want to do compass magic for C, just because compass magic is really cool. It's one of my favorite types of magic. But I think I might also do briar magic as well, just because I really did want to talk about that one by myself. So be on the lookout for one of those two next, either compass magic or briar magic. If I do one, I'll probably do the other one next. So yeah. Let me know how you guys feel about beast magic. What are some cool spells that you guys can think of for it, and what you guys think like the upper limits of beast magic are? Because I really feel like overall beast magic is like a really, really solid magic type. Like I feel like it doesn't really innately lose to anything, like how fire is kind of weak against water, or like how wind would kind of be weak against stone or metal. Like I don't think beast magic innately loses to any type of magic per se. At least not to my thinking. If you guys know one, let me know down below. But yeah, like I was saying, just let me know how you guys feel about beast magic. Let me know if you guys can think of any cool spells or cool ideas for beast magic that I couldn't think of. I already told you guys what was next coming up. So yeah, just make sure you guys like and sub to the video. I greatly appreciate all of that, and I will see you guys next time.